Welcome back to Cyberspace, where you can chase any face in the human race. And today I'm going back and playing some Hexxit 2. Going back on a new start, and we're going to play Select Door, loading in. Oh wow, that's really loud. Last time we made a emerald pickaxe, and I think I was getting ready to go to the nether. So let's just grab some stuff, put some things in the chests, get some more lava, and we can set up our nether portal. I think I'm gonna set up the nether portal just outside here. So far so good. Things been going pretty well. Okay. Great, sweet. I'm just probably gonna need to make another chest here. Get a lot of chests. That should be good. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna probably be heading towards the nether. Mark that for now. And the reason we're going to the nether in the first place, we should just get rid of this. The reason why we're going to the nether in the first place is because we're actually going to get a really high tier item very early on in the game, and this will help us out with a lot of stuff that we're going to be facing. So I just got some wood. I have my efficiency pickaxe. I should just leave that out. And now we can mine obsidian. So we gotta find some more lava. I think there was a lava pool over there. So what we're gonna do is actually, now that I have the emerald pickaxe, I can just simply go over there and make some obsidian and mine some lava. I mean, mine some lava, mine some obsidian. There's a silver skeleton, some silver sword, that's good. There's a pig. Get some food here. You guys can see that I have now a diamond big sword. It's going to be doing 9 attack damage for us. It's going to be much better. I'm just killing some mobs here so that I can recoup later and cook them later. Oh, there's a door here. Two hits right now is mostly for kills, but we're actually going to do something a bit more impressive. So we're going to walk over to where we positioned the lava. It's like 200 meters away. Okay. Okay, anyways. Go again. Can I actually change the position of this? There we go. Okay. we're just heading off to the lava pools. Some stuff. Nothing too insane here. So the lava pools over here are going to help us out. So the lava pools here are going to help us out with going to the nether. I'm just going to pick up some more materials here. Get some iron. You can see that our pickaxe is actually really fast at mining. It's really efficient. It's pretty good. We got some magnetism since we got. Well, I actually should talk about that while I'm going on along this trip. So, my emerald pickaxe here actually has a couple of traits on it in Tinker's Construct. Each of the traits. Oh, we're actually already here. Each of the traits are kind of interesting. Ecological basically repairs my weapon over time. Elemental makes it so that my pickaxe, every time I hit something, if you're attacking something, it's going to do some sort of elemental damage, as in like effect to the target that you're hitting. And last but not least, magnetic, which I think is it's my favorite one for pickaxes, is that now your pull radius is a lot larger, so you don't have to freak out about if you're gonna mine like something like Obsidian or next to lava. So here, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more lava. Oh, there isn't. Okay, that's good. So we need, I think it's 10 pieces of obsidian. This one. Finally made the ice bucket challenge. It's fun. It's 2. It's 3. 4. 5. I think there's like, might have to get some more obsidian as well because we want to get oh, that's unfortunate. It just pulled in the wrong direction. This is why I usually stand above it, because then it gets pulled up towards me instead of doing that. I should have did this before. It's supposed to pull up. Okay. That's okay, it's just one piece. Be okay. So yeah, this is basically the reason why we're going to the nether is because the best actually gear is, first of all, is emeralds and a manulin, which will be able to smelt really quickly, and you'll start to see what I mean by why I collected a lot of iron for the forge. Now, this is kind of counterintuitive because I guess most people would just like go for battle towers, and that's all good, but it actually doesn't progress you that far in the game. The most powerful weapon you're ever going to make is custom made weapons that you can make yourself. There's literally nothing pretty much out there for you. We'll be literally getting worse loot as we progress, and I'm going to be showcasing you why like some of this loot is interesting, and I'll talk to you about like some of the swords we're going to be getting if you do want to just loot towers and get the best gear. You can see we already have a silver sword, which already has 8 attack damage, which is just as good as my pickaxe. and you'll start seeing even the diamond giant sword is kind of like lagging behind. I mean, this basically does effectively the same amount of damage, and I don't really even need to swap weapons. So if you guys are playing this because you want to get loot and gear up and explore a lot, I'm going to tell you that you may be disappointed that the best stuff, the best loot and the best stuff is not really out there. But I hope, even though you've heard this, that you might see that there's actually a lot more fun stuff you can do even within these weapon tool modifications, and you'll actually be surprised because you'll be poning enemies pretty soon, and it'll be soon enough where you'll be able to start dominating effectively most enemies and things you fight against. Now, I don't go too much in detail, I guess, with the mobs that we may be facing, but I'm definitely going to talk about some of the stuff that may or may not be entirely significant. So, first of all, most of the stuff for Tinkers is, I would say, pretty low grade compared to Battle Towers. So if you just want to jump into a Battle Tower, it's probably a good idea. But I highly suggest a Diamond Greatsword, or at least something better than a Diamond Greatsword, maybe Enchanted Diamond Greatsword. Even with Sharpness 1 is pretty good, because then you got a 2-hit swing. And that's going to clear out a lot of things they'll come across with. I think one of the worst things, though, is going to be, what do you call it? I think that one of the worst things, though, is when you figure out, like, some of the stuff that you'd be getting. Oh, perfect, grub. Oh, we need that. We need the slime. Perfect. That's actually perfect. We just kill the bunny. That's actually perfect. Okay, so anyways, like, I'm not gonna go into with all the mobs and stuff. Lots of this has cool mobs I'll discuss a bit later. You can see I had some resistance and healing right there. And that's from this pickaxe, because it gives you actually buffs every time you possibly hit something. You gain a chance that you get a buff, and this only happens with Emerald Tools. I'm gonna get this raspberry bush too, if I can pick it up. Yeah, sweet. But effectively, what you want to do here is you want to build up to go as fast as possible to the Nether, because this is where the good building stuff is going to come. So now we're back at the Uno house, and this nice blue bird. I'm going to just toss this stuff in here, except for my diamond sword. We're going to eat that. We're going to just toss some of this other stuff. And now let's go over to something that I was showing a bit earlier, and I showcased the pickaxe. But we're actually going to need to do some extra stuff for this. So first, let's go back to the house, and we're going to need a couple of blueprints and plates. And you can see right now I actually don't have an upgraded version of our thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something cool here. Is we're actually going to take this 64 pieces of iron, and we're going to double it inside of our smeltery. Now, this might take a while because, oh man, I'm going to have to stand here all the time. But there's actually something we can do really quickly that's going to actually enhance this process a lot. So if we have any more leftover iron, we have some leftover iron, and if we have some wood, we can make a hopper, and this can be easily accessed. We can easily dump stuff inside of this hopper, and it'll eventually go into the smelter. So just pop this on here like this, and then we can throw this in, and then once this is finished, whenever it gets finished, it will be smelted, and these will fill in the new holes like this. You see this? Without us being here. So we got 2 blocks of iron, which is actually great. We're going to need a lot of them. And I see that the capacity is actually kind of short here, so we might actually need to get some more grout. We can have any more extra grout. route? I don't think so. Iron. Particular iron. Oh, you guys hear that? That is a shooting star. Now, if we're lucky, we can find it. I don't know. I don't really know where it landed. But I'm pretty sure it landed somewhere over here. If we can find it. Okay, I didn't see it. Okay, but you heard that, right? So the shooting stars come down every so often, and when they do, and if you're outside in the dark, it's usually I actually don't sleep. Is that a pickaxe? Was this the pickaxe that I threw out? Oh yeah, it's the because I've used this stem. Actually, we could still use this. We can still use this emerald pickaxe. So we'll just keep that in there just in case. But yeah, basically we're just gonna wait for some of this stuff to smelt, and wondering like, oh, if there's an easier way. Oh, it's a fox. We'll just kill that thing. Get some fur. Yeah, so we're actually gonna probably need some more grout. So a good thing to have here is probably shovels. So we're just gonna make a really quick shovel. Oh, actually, I already have smelting. Oh no, it's a smelting shovel. Don't want that. So yeah, Tinker's tools are just better, but you're still gonna probably use original tools for stuff like getting clay or sand or something like that. Something very mundane. But later I'll keep showing you guys what else you can make with Tinker's tools. You got shovels and axes and a bunch of other stuff that can really help you out. Some of them are just not very effective because of how they're like framed. But I think mostly everything will kind of help you out, generally speaking. So we're just gonna use. We need to get some more clay here. Clay is like super important for building a really good smeltery. So if you can find a lot of clay early game, that's probably a good tip. Starting off a good adventure, not falling and failing, you know. Because we could just run around and just like kind of just loot anything that comes across us, but that's not going to give us the best chances of survival here. So yeah, we got some extra clay here. I'm just going to turn it into blocks because we only need the blocks. We got our obsidian, which is great, and there's a raccoon and a horse. So yeah, so far so good. Okay, not so great. We just blew up a big section of this place. It's okay though. So we have some regen, it's fine. Looks like a skeleton's coming here. You can see that this skeleton has a sword. This is just one of the special kind of stuff that we're probably going to face on a daily basis. Okay. Skeleton with an arrow. You can see that diamond armor is really effective against these guys' stuff, so it's not the basic. Oh man, I really just blowing up everything. I think it's full. So it's full. So see, it's actually stopped. It does not continue to smelt, and that's what I was trying to tell you guys. Like that's why I was getting more supplies for our iron here. So what we want to make is a smeltery. Pretty much just like a table. It's just something table. Stencil table. Is it a forge? Forge. Yeah, that's what it is. Armor forge. We need a tool forge. So the easiest tool forge, I'd say, is blocks of iron, where you can get seared cobblestone or some sort of seared bricks. And then you just put it over a tool station, and use your old tool station because you're not going to need this. You're just going to need the new one. So what we're going to do is we're going to sear some, we have some seared bricks here. I believe this works with this. Seared stone, cobblestone, paver, bricks. Yeah, it does work with bricks. So we actually can just make these 3 bricks and get some more iron from this place. There doesn't seem to be anything around. Oh, we're also going to need these bones. If I could pick them up. Yep. And a salmon egg. I don't think we need that right now. This is why I usually have 2 cauldrons, because you're basically going to be effectively using this as a huge smeltery basin. So what we're also going to do is, I think, do we have extra gravel? Because we might be able to make some of this stuff. Got 9 pieces of gravel. Okay, that's not great. Some more gravel in here. Gravel in here. Nope. Okay, great. We'll just quickly make the tool station. Here, I think we have enough iron. We can just get some more iron later. We're gonna quickly make the tool station. Did I leave the door open? No, I didn't. Okay, make this. Just craft this right here. Put it on the, and we now have the tool forge. So this is going to be really important for making all the really cool stuff. You can see that there's new weapons and modifications and stuff you can now place on here. Which is great. So now what we want to do is we want to create some stencils. We're going to create the big tough tool rod. I have this. No, I do not have this. Okay, I do not have this. Good. So we're going to create the large sword blade pattern. We're going to create this a large plate pattern, and then as well we are going to create a stencil. Going to create large blade, large rod, tough tool rod pattern, and that is pretty much it. If you go over here, we can see we're making the cleaver, and this is a special recipe I've made myself. We're gonna need some. I think we're gonna need some copper. I think I got some copper. Or, yes, we do. Do we have tin? Hopefully we have tin. Yes, then I have to go out and get some tin. Okay, so we still need to get some tin. So, not horrible, not great. I'm going to have to unfill this. All this iron here. We can also do for this, so we don't have to wait for here forever, is we can also make a another chest here. We're going to make another hopper. And then we're also going to make a lever, which I think we have some sticks here for. Yep. Make a lever and a hopper. And this is going to help us with our smeltery, specifically for this part on the side. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this dirt here. Place this down. Just patch this up, or actually probably not, because we're going to need to see that. Then we're going to use this, and then we're going to turn this on, and you can see it turns off, but trust me, once this is cooled, then we'll be able to continue. I think there's smelting still more iron. But this should basically, yeah, the block of iron should drop, and this should keep constantly shooting stuff out. So while that's happening, we'll be able to just take out the lava. That's our extra lava for the smeltery, just in case it runs out. Super useful to have. Anything that makes lava is super great to have. And now we're going to be almost ready to jump into the nether, to get some of the broad pieces and plates for what we're trying to build. But first, we need to get some tin, because that's super important. If we don't have tin, we can't even start customly making this amazing attack weapon. This is basically going to be kind of interesting, because I came down in this cave and I was a bit more... it's aluminum. We don't need aluminum. We need tin. Literally looking for tin. I think that's more aluminum. Okay. So there's nothing else down in this cave, so we're gonna have to continue to find tin. It's usually, actually it's kind of like bluish, if I'm not mistaken. It should be around here. I mean, there's tons of rocks. We should find it sooner enough. Oh, is that tin? Aluminum. Some iron, some diamonds. It's kind of funny when it's like, oh yeah, there's some diamonds. If you guys are really adamant about like saving your diamonds, you don't have to mine all of them like I'm doing right now. You can get your fortune pickaxes when you get enough obsidian and just enchant them. I think this is tin. Yeah, this is tin. So this is actually kind of interesting. I'm going to explain this a bit. This is actually just gravel ore tin, and you actually have to mine it with the proper shovel. Not actually the, not with the, what the heck is that? Oh, we're gonna need this. Need a slime ball. Yeah, you can actually, find, what's that saying? You actually can find tin in those places. Oh, there's an iron ore berry bush. That's good. Is this tin? No, it's not tin. I don't know. Aluminum and tin look kind of similar. So looking at aluminum. Aluminum, I would say, is... Actually, I actually should check that before I say something that isn't good. That's also another good thing to make like a tool forge out of, aluminum. That's also good. Make your forge, be smarter than me, make your forge out of aluminum. I only did it out of iron because it was easier to get. I'm pretty sure aluminum isn't really used for much. It's not used for much in the games. The only thing it's used for is probably, I would say, decoration. It looks really nice, and I guess it's also used for, as I said, for tool forges and tool, it's used for tool forges and armor forges, which I will explain the armor forge later on when we get a bit more, when we start hitting a bit more higher up dungeons. But currently I think our armor is sufficient enough for most of the encounters we're going to face. Trying to find tin. Man, this is kind of interesting. Well, I guess it usually happens to me. Trying to find an element or like an item, and you hyperfixate on it, and then you realize that you can't actually find it because, you know, maybe it wasn't just, it's just not around you. I think we'll go a bit more towards the lava pits. Maybe that there's some tin over there. But no, I haven't seen any tin on the walls or anything. I know you guys are probably excited for me to continue and rush back into that huge church and just totally demolish it. But you gotta wait, because we do need this sword before we can actually like fully take this on. And the reason being is because some of the guys on the upper levels have a lot of HP, and you're gonna need a serious sword for a serious some serious business.